Written down value, section 43, subsection 6. Now, even before I get into this explanation and I read all this, let me just first explain to you what a written down value means. Okay. Now, let's say I am sitting in year 2007. Okay. I acquire plant and machinery for rupees 5 lakh. Okay. And let's say the rate of normal depreciation is equal to 10%. Right? Let's say 2007, I mean is March 2007. Okay. Now, assuming this plant and machinery has been in use for greater than 180 days, what I will do is I'm going to apply the rate of 10% and charge depreciation. Okay, so my depreciation for 2007 will be 10% of 5 lakh or 50,000. When I reduce this, I get 4,50,000 as the value, right? This value is known as WDV or written down value, right? Now next year, which is 2008, I have to charge depreciation again. This time when I charge depreciation 2, I am going to charge this depreciation on the value which remains after charging depreciation for earlier years. Okay, or 45,000. This is 10% of 4,50,000, right? And then when I reduce this depreciation from the original value, I will be left with 405,000. This is my WDV at the end of 2008, right? Now, written down value, the significance of written down value is that for income tax purposes, depreciation is charged on the written down value. So when I have to calculate depreciation on a year-to-year basis, except for the power companies, which we will see subsequently, the depreciation has to be charged successively on the written down value, right? Now, if you notice, the first year when I acquired the plant and machinery, the written down value was not there. It was only the actual cost which I had. Okay. Then as I moved forward, I charged depreciation. So I got my written down value 1. In the next year again, I charged depreciation. I got written down value 2. Right? Keeping this in mind, now let us see one more thing. So basically the asset for the purpose of WDV are classified into 2 categories. One which are acquired during the year, and the others, this could have been acquired in any year, previous year, year prior to that, or any other year. Insofar as my assets acquired during the year are concerned, I will charge depreciation on them. For that purpose, the written down value will be equal to the actual cost, right? So if I step back, for the first year when I acquired the plant and machinery, I charged depreciation on the acquisition cost or the actual cost, right? For other asset, the written down value is to be computed in a specified manner. The specified manner I'll show you in the PowerPoint slide. Let's go back there. Depreciation for income tax purpose is allowed on WDV. Okay? WDV for an asset acquired in the previous year means the actual cost to the assessee, right? For other assets, it is calculated in the following manner. That's what we discussed, right? That for assets acquired during the year, in the previous year, the written down value means the actual cost to the assessee. For other assets means the assets which are continuing from previous years. How do I calculate it? Let's see that. So you take the opening written down value of the block of asset. Let me take you back to the whiteboard. So I took the opening written down value of the block of asset when I reached second year, right? This is the year in which I haven't acquired the asset. Opening written down value of the block. Add actual cost of the assets falling within the block acquired during the previous year. Now actual cost, again, I'm going to explain this to you subsequently, but if you acquire new assets, you need to see what is the actual cost of these assets. So whatever is the written down value, let's say for example, in my case, if in 2008 I would have acquired another plant and machinery for 50,000, right? I will add that 50,000 to this 4,50,000. This will take it back to 500,000, and I will charge depreciation at the rate of 10% on this amount. So this 45 will actually increase to 50, right? Less money received, receivable. So either you've received some money or you need to receive some money in respect of an asset which is sold. So if you sell an asset, whatever proceeds you get will come here, discarded, okay, or destroyed during the previous year, right? So whatever is the sale consideration minus the expenses. If it is discarded, there will be no sale consideration. If it is destroyed, you might get something back from the insurance company. For that, there's a separate section where you will see what's the tax treatment for that. But assuming you no longer own this asset and you receive something in exchange for that, whatever you receive has to be reduced from here. Once you add the assets which you acquire to the opening WDV and reduce the money received on sale of asset, or if you are discarding it or destroyed, then what you get is the written down value for depreciation purposes. Okay, and each of these values have to be computed separately for each block of asset, right? Once you get this value for a particular block, you need to see what is the depreciation rate applicable to this block. Apply that depreciation rate and you will get the value of depreciation. Reduce this depreciation from the WDV and you will get the closing WDV of the block of asset, right? Just to recapitulate, depreciation for income tax purposes is to be calculated on WDV. If you acquire the asset during the year, the WDV is the actual cost of the asset. If it is not acquired during the previous year, you have to calculate it in the following manner. You take the opening value, add to it whatever you acquire, reduce whatever you sell, destroy or discard, get the value, apply the respective percentage and get the closing written down value. Right?